in National Journal, and they sort of showed the difference between pictures between what a regular photographer would get, an independent photographer, and the White House photographer. And there you can see it there, Pete D'Souza. You see the back of his head there on the left, and then Doug Mills on the right. They're saying essentially that these photos are different, that one is lesser in a sense. What's your sense of that, the sort of difference in access between if you're the official White House photographer versus working for the Washington Post or the LA Times?
Well, I think as an official photographer, we are able to get moments throughout the day. We get all access essentially, and the press only has a very limited amount of time.
Yeah.
So I know when I worked there in the White House, I would try to get the same type of picture, but I didn't want to block or inhibit them getting their stuff.
Oh, like Pete there was doing there in some ways.
I'm sure I did that once or twice,
Yeah.
but I understood that I got to see the president all the time.
Yeah.
And the press corps only got to see him a little bit of that time during the day, so I never really wanted to impede that.
Yeah.
Early on, we would release pictures that were similar to what the press corps was shooting.
Right.
And
you would release them via email, or Flickr was not quite there then.
Exactly. We had an email list, a master list that we'd send out everything to the wire services and everything. We didn't have a Flickr feed at the time. We didn't have Instagram, anything like that. So
no Twitter, right?
What we sent out was maybe a little more exclusive, but it was what we thought was the news of the day, and it was very limited, and it's something that we used judiciously.
Yeah, a big complaint they also have is not only that there's sort of different access for events, but that for some events that might be for public consumption, or the public would certainly be interested in, there is no access from the press. These recent photos of the president on Air Force One with George W. Bush. I mean, these were fantastic photos. There were photos of him showing George W. Bush, showing his artwork to Laura Bush and Michelle Obama. And so that is a difference. The fact that the press didn't get shots of that, but Pete D'Souza obviously did.
Yeah, I think they're fantastic pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would deny that they are.
Yeah.
But I think it's ironic that they would put that out, and the news agencies who were saying that no, we don't want to hand out pictures, easily turned around and started to use those pictures, which I can understand. They're really great pictures and great material. So it's really hard to hold back and not run the type of things once one or two organizations do that.